Before last night's elimination on Love Island, I posted this tweet saying, "Me if the wrong person goes home tonight," and it's a video of Ashton Hall breaking his TV after losing his race to Osho Speed. Now look, first I want to talk to you guys about who I think should have been in the bottom three for the women and the men. And then after I go straight through that, we're going to get to the real situation, which is the Cierra situation, because we got a lot of tweets to go over about Cierra as well. Now, when I said if the wrong person goes home tonight, first I was thinking the wrong bottom three. Now, who do I think should have been in the bottom three? The bottom three should have been on the women's side, Alandria, Cierra, and Shelly. Now, if you're a defender of any of them, I'm gonna give you my reason for all three. Let's go with Cierra first because she's the supervillain in this episode. Cierra didn't make no sense with her reason for eliminating Hannah whatsoever. You talking about you have two good connections or whatever, and I don't even like Hannah. I didn't care for Hannah after what she did with Charlie. But you talking about you got two good connections, these other people are exploring. It seems to me that Cierra's explanation for getting rid of people is having connections. Like, the show is meant to have good connections, not just to date as many people as possible. At the end of the show, you want to have the strongest connection, but whatever. And also for blindly supporting Shelly with the whole Huda situation. Now, I get it. Huda has been wrong many times in the past. I've stated that. I still stand by that, that Huda has been wrong many times in the past. That does not mean that Shelly cannot be wrong for anything. Two things can be true. Now, look, for Landria, the same thing. Blindly supporting Shelly and coming at Huda for kissing Chris, who she's in a couple with, right? While Shelly is coupled up with Ace, and airing the business out to everybody else, acting like Huda is not allowed to kiss Chris or talk to anybody. And I'm gonna just bunch that in with Shelly too. I don't care about Shelly being mad at Huda for the Ace thing, that's whatever. But the fact that she was mad at Huda for kissing Chris, mad at Huda for taking Chris seriously and developing their connection, especially when Huda told her that she wanted to explore him, it makes no sense. And the thing is, one, Huda's coupled up with Chris, not only that, but two, so if y'all don't think Huda should talk to Chris, the only guy interested in her in the villa, who is she allowed to talk to? Like, y'all literally dictate who she can date and who she can't date. So as far as those three women are concerned, Huda wasn't allowed to talk to nobody, which makes no sense. How is she not allowed to talk to nobody? So she's supposed to go around the villa not talking to the guy that she's in a couple with, who she told Shelly she wanted to talk to because y'all say I can't talk to him, even though she's locked into Ace, or not locked in rather, but you know that's her primary guy. Come on now. You can't put restrictions on Chris talking about, oh, well, you shouldn't have kissed. You can't put restrictions on him because that's not your coupling. Like, everybody is here to explore. It's crazy that she tried to put that restriction on her. Either way, Shelly and Huda and Alandria and Huda made up and all this other stuff, I don't really believe it. On top of the Shelly thing, Shelly, mind you, did not apologize to Huda, or at least for saying that, you know, you can't explore Chris, or complaining about her exploring Chris. Mind you, Huda has apologized for everything. So if you're complaining about Huda, watch the episode. Huda has apologized. You gotta at least be able to acknowledge when two people can apologize for something. And Shelly has not apologized to Huda for acting like she can't talk to Chris, nor has she even said, I didn't even see in the clip, you know what, I'm completely okay and comfortable with you exploring Chris and y'all doing whatever y'all want to because he's not my couple and we not, you know, we not locked in or nothing like that. She didn't even give her that much, so I don't believe it, but you know what, they cool, it's whatever. On the men's side, who I thought should have been in the bottom three, it had to be Ed, and Eddie. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, look at this image right here that somebody said, this is Taylor, Nick, and Ace. Yes, that should have been the bottom three, Ed, and Eddie, bro. Because ever since Ace had like the whole hate campaign against Jeremiah, which was none of his business anyway, who Jeremiah likes or how strong he comes onto them, or this whole quote unquote love bombing thing, it literally don't matter. Why does it matter to you? It's not your business. They're here to build connections. If you build a connection with somebody extremely fast, or you move extremely fast, you can do that. The people that should be getting kicked from this show are the people that don't have connections, not the people that have people that like them and that are reciprocating feelings. So Ace has been a bully since day one. He's been a bully since day one, and Nick and Taylor are his followers. So I wanted them in the bottom with him because they're his followers. And ever since then, I've wanted Ace out my villa. I've wanted Nick and Taylor out my villa because of their constant support of Ace, and he needs to not have a system backing him all the time. right? Now, granted, y'all all know what happens. Y'all know that Taylor got in the bottom 3 and Ace did not. But here's the thing. Everybody's mad about Taylor, right? Say y'all didn't want Ace out. Everybody's mad about Taylor for the Alandria thing. That's not even the main thing I was mad about. I'm mad about him following Ace, but sure, let's be mad about him for acting weird with the whole Alandria situation, right? The reality is, if y'all would have put Ace and y'all would have put Nick in the bottom 3 as well, they would not have been able to vote for Taylor, which means the correct person would have gone home because Taylor would have had less votes. But I don't know if people not thinking, but the reality of it is, I don't even think that these votes that we saw, the bottom 3 that we saw, the real bottom 3, I honestly be thinking producers just be manufacturing things. Like, to be honest with you, because they need ratings, they need drama, right? And as much as I want Ace going at the villa, he's good TV. He's the villain. He's an antagonist. Shelly, the same thing. Right now, she was being an antagonist, all this other stuff, right? They need these people to bring drama to the show to give them high ratings. If they just kept all these other people, which in my opinion, all the people in the bottom 3 besides Taylor, were all just the most boring people in the villa. And then people did want Austin out, but especially on the women's side, they were just the most boring people with no storylines that nobody was really following like that. So I feel like producers like, yeah, we just gonna skew the results and make them go to the bottom because they not helping our ratings. But anyway, let's move on to these other tweets and get to the whole Cierra situation. Cierra chiming in on the Hooders Not a Girl's Girl conversation just to turn around and vote for the man who did her best friend dirty in front of 20 other Islanders. Now let me read one other tweet to y'all real quick because it's the same thing. Cierra not only stood to save the man who played in her best friend's face, but she didn't vote to save her other friend's man or even Andrina. She's such a bird, I hate it. Bro, Cierra was sitting here defending Shelly to the death and going against Huda for this whole girl's girl thing. And Cierra just showed that she's not a girl's girl at all. Now, one, let me be the first to say, right? Probably not the first, but we all know, at least in my opinion, Cierra stood behind Taylor. Either one, because she was mad at Alandria for the kiss with Nick. That's one possibility, but I think she's just following Nick. I think she's just following her man and doing whatever her man wants, which is crazy because you could have a mind of your own, but whatever. But she preaches all this girl stuff too, and she literally saved the man who did Alandria dirty. And then she had an opportunity to save one of the girls that's been talking to y'all, and you didn't save Andrina, right? And you have a chance to save TJ to help with Iris, but you didn't do that either. So she didn't do nothing to help the women. She did everything to help Ace and his crew, which is always the case, right? And save Taylor. It makes no sense. But anyway, moving forward, this is what I really want to talk about. In this season of Love Island, being in a couple where you two actually like each other is a dumpable offense according to the cast. And yes, it is. That's what I hate so much about this season. That's why I said I've been wanting Ace going, because sure, yeah, you want to say Jeremiah love bombing these girls, but the reality is things have to be reciprocated. Huda was reciprocating energy with Jeremiah. Andrina, even though he asked if Jeremiah was coming off strong, right? He didn't also ask if she liked it. He didn't ask if she was also reciprocating the energy, how she felt about it. She's just saying he come off strong, but he could come off strong and Andrina could come off strong. She could like him coming off strong. Multiple things can be true. I feel like he asked part of the question and didn't ask for the whole picture. Either way, it's not your business if two people want to come on strong to each other or if two people want to lock into each other. It don't matter. Like, we're here to actually lock in. That's the whole point of it. The point is not to be a hoe and talk to 100 people. The point is to find a person that you feel you have a strong enough connection with that you want to lock in. So if that happens to be the first person you talk to because you just got that lucky, then so be it. But in this island, right? In this island, they will kick you because you have a strong connection. And Cierra said the same thing about Hannah. She was deeply invested into Charlie until Pepe came. Then she was deeply invested into Pepe. And then she said we kicked her because she experienced 2 strong connections. Cierra, how are you kicking people for having strong connections? That makes no sense. So the point of Love Island is not to pick who got the strongest connection at the end and to give them money? That don't make no sense, bro. Come on. Next tweet. By Cierra's logic, right? And this is a response to another tweet, but y'all can read that. By Cierra's logic for sending Hannah home, she should have picked Andrina because Taylor was able to explore 2 great connections already. And that's facts. That's hypocritical now, right? And that's how I know she just following Nick or she mad at Alandria. One of the two, because your logic with Hannah was I'm sending her home because she experienced 2 great connections. All right, Taylor experienced 2 great connections. Why is he not also going home for experiencing 2 great connections, right? Now, I think that logic is stupid to send people home for experiencing great connections. It made no sense when she said it about Hannah. But if you were going to say that for your reasoning for one thing, then you need to stick with that reasoning throughout the entire show. But now you're switching up. You're not making no sense. You're not sticking by your values and your morals. You're not standing on business, as they say in that game. It makes zero sense whatsoever. Moving on to the next tweet. They said, I literally screamed. This is from a person on TikTok. They said, can we all agree to get Cierra off the island? She found her connection. She can explore that out the villa like she told Hannah. That's another fact. Because by your logic, Cierra, right? Since you want to kick people for having good connections, since you are now locked in with Nick and you're the first couple to close things off, that means you should get out the villa, right? That means you should get out the villa. Because when Huda and Jeremiah were damn near closed off at the beginning, everybody wanted to get them out. Well, at least Ace's crew wanted to get them out, right? And then Cierra, you talking about the same thing with Hannah. Then by that logic, please, by all means, go. By all means, go. Like, come on. You haven't even explored nothing with no men either, for real. Like, let's be for real. Yeah, Elon was chasing you, but you ain't shown no real interest. And who was chasing you before that? TJ? But I never seen Cierra like going talking to 100 guys, but she complained about everybody else that get a strong connection. But when she does it, it's okay for her to stay. Right. Okay. And then, like, I just feel like we just did this so wrong. We had a chance to get Taylor out. And honestly, if we would have put Ace and Nick in the bottom three, like I said, even if y'all don't like what I gotta say about the girl side of things because you support Shelly or whatever, like, you would have gotten Taylor out if Ace and Nick were in the bottom three with him, because he wouldn't have been able to have those votes. But I digress. It is what it is, man. I was very frustrated with this episode and the fact that we had a chance to get it right and we did not. But like I said, I'm starting to believe the producers are really the ones running the show. I mean, they are running the show, but I'm thinking they're starting to skew the results and just say one thing is true when it's not. You get what I'm saying? Either that or nobody voted for all the boring people as their favorite because they're boring anyway. I wish they had an option where they actually let us vote for the Islanders that we dislike, the Islanders that we want out, because they don't let you do that. They don't let you say, yo, I want this Islander out of the island. They make you vote for your favorite. So if I'm making Chris my favorite, but I want Ace out, like, I can't vote for Ace, I just vote for Chris. But that still gives the opportunity to many other Islanders to get out the villa. But I digress, man. I just think we had one job and we failed to do it correctly. Now, this last tweet, there's not much to say on it. I just wanted to read it because this is how I feel. I was secretly watching Love Island, but Ace lying about being 5'10" broke my silence. One, we all know Ace ain't no 5'10". Boldface lie. But I wanted to bring this tweet to light because there's a lot of guys out here secretly watching Love Island. And you don't feel like you could watch Love Island or talk about Love Island because other guys are gonna call you gay or question your manhood or whatever. I already seen a post about that from DDG's brother Dub talking about if you watch Love Island as a man, do you use tampons or pad? Like, it's such a toxic mentality to think that you as a man cannot watch a dating show or a love show because it's supposed to be for women. No, I watched this show with my girlfriend and I decided, you know, like, it was cool for me to make videos. I contemplated making videos about it, but I decided to make videos about it because it is a genuine interest that I have that I watch with my girl. And if you watch Love Island as a man and you watching this video, bro, be fine with talking about it. Don't let society dictate or bully you into thinking you can't say things or talk about things that you actually enjoy because you gonna get called out your name or something else just because you enjoy a certain TV show. Just like I said with the Jeremiah situation, with the Ace thing, why does it matter to other people if you like watching Love Island? That's all I gotta say, and support all my brothers that watch Love Island as well. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is J Athletic Gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.